What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel everybody. Today we're going to do a quick video, something really simple, but I'm sure it gets searched for a lot. I know when I first began I searched for it. One of the first things I wanted to do, because it's very easy to do, we're going to switch out the bezel insert on the Orient here. If you remember, the first video of this channel was the build of this watch. Now it looks a little bit different today. I've got it off the strap code. I've got it on a nice gray NATO. Just wanted to dress it down. The reason I've been trying to dress it down is because that's my personal style. When I first built this watch, I actually built it to sell. Now it is not selling. I don't know why. It's gorgeous, but nobody wants to pay me what it's worth, so I've decided to keep it. Unless somebody can change my mind, which is possible. But so to make this watch more my style, I want to dress it down. This luminous ceramic insert here is just a little too buttoned up and formal looking for me. The quality is there. I love, the lume values of it, but I'm more of a brushed stainless guy. So I haven't taken this off. This is a coin edge bezel that I just installed. Let's see if it'll come off really easy with this case back tool. Instead of putting tape on the lugs, I actually like to put tape on the tool. Let's see if we can get under here really quick and pop this off. Easy as that. Wow. Sometimes you get lucky. Alright, so out with the old. The reason I am removing the whole bezel is because if you flip it over, you'll see that the insert, let's see if I can get in here tight. Yeah, you'll see that the insert here, you can actually push from the back. It's much harder to try to pry under the insert from the front. So let's see what I've got to do this job here. Probably just going to use a little flat head just to give it a since this was recently installed, it might just come right off. Try as I might, I was not able to get this off without breaking it. So let that be a lesson. These ceramic inserts, they are scratch proof, they are not break proof. I went very slowly, and at the same time these cracks on either side here right at these indexes just broke. So oh well, live and learn. They're not the most expensive things in the world. Moving forward. Got the bezel cleaned up really nicely. That took a long time. You can see by the time how long I was gone. But you do have to make sure you get it very clean. So we're going to affix the new bezel insert after pressing this onto the watch. And the reason being, we want to make sure that we can be as accurate as we can when we're aligning this up. So let's see if we can snap this on by hand. If not, we'll have to break out the press. Let's see what we can do. Before we do that, I have looked under here. Now this bezel was only on for a few days. Everything is still pretty clean. Let me just run a little bit of a Q-tip around it anyway. And then we're going to reapply a little bit of grease. So, silicone rather. Let's do that right now. And all you really need to do is here on the bezel click spring, just a little dab on each of these tabs. That's about all there is to that. Let's see if we can't get this on by hand. Another thing to be very careful of when you're doing your cleaning of your adhesive, there is a small, very fine O-ring inside of your bezel. Don't lose that. Don't let it pop out. If it does, pop it back in. It's not going to add any kind of water protection, but it's just going to help your bezel to stay smooth and dust free. So let's see what we can do here. We're not going to be able to get it. Don't go away. Alright, back, ready to press on this bezel. Easy as that. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready to install the bezel insert. We're going to be using the GS Hypo Cement, and just going to put a little bit on with a toothpick. A couple of different places. It does not have to be a lot at all. We're just trying to get it held on there. There's no stress that this is going to be under where it really has to be permanently bonded. Just a couple of places around the bezel. This stuff is stringy. Sorry about that. That's really about all it's going to take. Now, to close it is very tricky. There we go. I'm going to drop this in off camera slightly. I just want to make sure it's perfectly perfect. All finished. New bezel is in. I'm very happy with the results. The watch looks more mechanical, less fancy. It's just much more my style now. Y'all, don't be afraid to try to change a bezel insert. It's really simple. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.